Well, hello folks. Today we're going to be fishing for lingcod. We're in the northern Pacific Ocean up in Vancouver, British Columbia on Vancouver Island. The very tip of the island, just around the corner behind us there. We're going to be fishing for lingcod, using a few different styles of bait, primarily big 8-inch Berkeley power grubs. Got my dad off to my left. He's never caught ling before, so it should be interesting. Stay tuned.
Angler's Experience is proudly sponsored by Crestliner, leader by innovation. Setter Rods, the American way. Sidewinder planer boards, bite the fish, not the board. Tobler Marina, your one-stop boat shop. Easy Loader, all boat trailers are not created equal. Oxart, your single source supplier. Lincoln Electric, the welding experts. And Honda Marine, it's all about power.
Oh! I can't even move this fish. Holy smokes. Look at that. I mean, I'm pulling hard. This is a big fish. Big fish, guys. Yeah, I see color down there. I can't tell how big it is. Looks pretty big. Can't tell. Boy, I don't want to say anything. That's a pretty good one, guys. That's a big one. Okay, Dad, you're gonna take the pole. I'm gonna use the gaff. Leave him over to me, Dad. Get him to open his mouth. I don't want to. I don't want to hurt him if I can avoid it. Got him. Okay. There's a ling, guys. There we go. Look at there. There's a ling, fellas. That right there is what ling fishing is all about. Oh, he wasn't coming on hook, was he? Got him. Look at that, guys. That is a big, big linger. Yeah. Look at there, Dad. Hold that tail for us. Slide in there. Look at that, folks. That is a big, big fish. All right, let's throw him on the boga grip here. 24 pounds. 24 pounds, guys.
How much?
24. All right, guys. I'm gonna slide him back. I don't want to keep one this big. If I'm gonna eat one, it's gonna be a 10, 11 pounder. So I want to get this guy back. He's a pretty old fish. Let me carry him here, bud. There he is. That's a beauty. Come on, you big dog. You're just fine. Ah, yeah, you're just fine. There he goes. Straight down like a torpedo. There he goes. Yeah! That's what it's all about. Big ocean fish on big plastic. The two baits that we're using here today, one happens to be one that's made in Campbell River, BC. It's called a Deadly Dick. And basically what it is, it's just a cylindrical tube that they've cut top and bottom. And this is a 4-ounce model. This guy here, it's deadly on these Lingcod. We use it when we're about 60, 70 feet of water. If you get down, 100 feet plus, you tend to get too much drag with the tide pulling out, and it tends to pull away from you. But it's a great bait. Like I said, they're made in Campbell River, BC. If you go to try to find them, you're gonna have a hard time finding them. You can buy them in Cabela's. They come in a variety of different sizes. I prefer the 4-ounce, but it's just called a Deadly Dick. Reflective tape front and rear. The Lingcod love it. Now for the big guys, my all-time favorite bait, what we've got is an 8-ounce jig head with just a massive hook. It's got to be probably 8, 9-aught, if not bigger, and an 8-inch Berkeley Power Grub. And what we're doing is pretty simple. We're just taking and threading this guy on here, just like you would a grub for smallmouth fishing, but this is a little bit bigger than your normal smallmouth bait. Just like so, thread it up on there nice and straight. And I like to put the curl of the tail with the curl of the hook right there. I just seem to get better strikes that way. When I'm working it down along the rocks, if you were to flip that bait over with the tail down, the tail's gonna hit the rocks and it's not gonna work as well. This way with the tail up, as you work the bait across the rocks, it keeps that tail moving. But that's it right there. My two favorite ling baits. Oh yeah. I think that's a pretty good one, Dad. From the looks of it. His head's shaking pretty strong.
I got a ways to go, man.
That's good. Pretty good fish, I think. I got you.
Oh, there's the swivel.
I got you.
There he is.
There he is right there. Oh no, it's a big cabezon. Look at that. Lift him up a little higher, Dad.
I'm trying.
It's a big cabbie. Look at the size of that cabezon. Holy Toledo. That, my friends, is a big cabbie. Oh man. Holy smokes. Look at the size of that cabezon right there. Folks, this is called a cabezon. And they look a lot like a lingcod, but they're actually a big sculpin. You can see the big fins he's got. They're very hard to hang on to. Dad, why don't you give me the boa grip?
Okay,
Right here.
it's right there.
Right here. See if I can hang on to him this way. There you got. You do not want to get you don't want to get your hands in their mouth because they will crush your fingers. Inside of their mouth, it's very, very blue. That's just the color that they are inside, but their head is made to crush shells. And their tongue, you can hear them scratching. See if I can. I'm gonna pull my mic out here and you can hear him scratching his teeth. Oh, he's not doing it now. See if he'll do it. Hear him grinding his teeth in there? He's grinding his teeth in his throat. But it's a big sculpin. It's just made to crush things. Look at that face. It's a face only a mother could love right there. That is a beautiful fish. We're gonna let this guy go.
What's he weigh?
See what he weighs right here. We got him on the scale. That is a 13.5-pound cabezon. That is a big cabezon. Alright, let's slip this guy back in here. We don't want to hurt him. They're very good to eat, but he's going to get to live another day today. There he goes, boom, straight down, like a big sub. Right on. Good job, Dad. Alright, good fish. I have a special favor to ask you folks at home. If you're looking to come out and do some lingcod fishing, whether it be anywhere along the coast of Oregon, Washington, up into British Columbia, I have a favor to ask you. I've been fishing for the lingcod for quite a few years now, and when I was a youngster, they were plentiful as all get out. They were everywhere. And as time has progressed, they're starting to deplete. And in the inner straits of BC, between the mainland and the island, they're almost to near extinction numbers. And what I ask of you, when you're out lingcod fishing, do me a favor and keep the smaller fish. Keep your 9, 10 pounders. Let those bigger fish in the teens, 20s, and 30 go. I come to the dock and I see these big 30s and 40s sometimes hanging on the scale, and it makes me sick to my stomach, These fish are old. It takes a long time to grow one that big, and they're a beautiful fish in their own way. I know they're kind of ugly with the big teeth and the big fins, but they're probably one of my favorite ocean fish to catch, and we just need to come together as a group, as ocean fishermen, and try to protect these fish, keep those small ones, let the big ones go. We're up here fishing for a week, and we didn't bring a full limit home. We brought a few fish home, and we're just trying to help that resource rejuvenate itself. So do me a favor and let those big guys go. Let's keep a few small ones for the table and try to help those numbers get back up to where they used to be.
Like lifting an anchor off the bottom. Oh man, that did take. Oh, that did take. Oh man, this thing's like a barge. Yeah, I can see color down there. Oh man, Philip. I think that's a big fish. Can't tell. Okay, Dad, get the net ready. Okay, Dad, get him. There you go. Oh, you got it. Oh, yes. Nice ling. Look at that. Look at the head on that mutt. Holy smokes. Ah. Look at the eating machine there, guys. That is a eating machine. That is an 8-inch vertically powered grub that that fish ate with an 8-ounce jig head. It looks like a little tiny specimen in that mouth. Holy word. That there is a nice linger. Beautiful fish. Big, beautiful fish. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get the scale on him. Bouncing 15 to 16. Call 15 and a half. All right. That is a nice fish. Right there, guys. We're gonna take that guy home for some good fillets. I usually don't keep fish, but when I'm in the ocean, I like to keep a few lings. I love these guys. They're great eating. We've been letting quite a few go, so it's my turn to keep one.
The key to fishing these reefs, when a lot of people go out bottom fishing, they get snagged a lot and they break off a lot. And what that has to do with is calculating your drift. If I know that we're drifting from left to right, this direction here, what I'll do is I'll wait until I'm to the top of the reef before I let down. What that does is it prevents you from dragging your line up the reef and getting hung up on the way up. If you drop on top and bounce your way down this direction here, you're not going to get hung up as much. So what I'll do is I'll pull onto the reef, I'll shut the boat down, I'll let it drift. There'll be a line that shows my drift. I know that I'm drifting left to right, up, down, whichever direction it may be. Once I know that, I'll watch myself drift till I get up on top of the reef. I get on top of the reef, I let down, I bounce down the backside.
Another key element in keeping your bait from getting stuck on the bottom, when you let the line out, as soon as you feel your lead head hit the bottom, you want to start jigging it. A lot of times what happens is people don't work the bait hard enough, and I know jigging this 8-ounce jig is going to give you a sore bicep and shoulder, but you got to keep that bait moving. What happens if you set the bait down in the rocks
and say you've got a rock here and you drop it down, if you don't pull it up out of that hole, it's gonna drag in and it's gonna get stuck. So as soon as you hit the bottom, make sure you lift it, and you wanna work it continuously. The other key to it, when you let down, and especially when you're drifting with a hard tide, you're gonna start to get a lot of sway in your line. Once you get to about a 45-degree angle, you're gonna wanna crank it back up and send it back down. If you get too much angle going, as you pull across, the same thing will happen. You'll hit the rock, the jig head will get stuck, and you'll break off. So remember, as soon as you hit the bottom, keep it moving. I know you're gonna have a sore shoulder. And when you get to a 45-degree angle in your sway, reel it up and send it back down, and that'll keep you from getting stuck in the bottom and becoming frustrated.
Coming up like a halibut. Oh, I can see something down there. Halibut? I think it's halibut. Halibut.
You gonna need the net?
What is it?
It's a linger.
Oh, man.
It's a linger.
Oh boy, that's a big linger.
Oh, he's barely hooked. He's barely hooked. I got you. Quit spinning. You're going back. Chill out. This thing with teeth on that. All kinds on me. I'm holding on to a greased pig with teeth. All right, buddy. Go back there. You're on me.
What
you
is
got
that?
there? Yelloweye. You got a yelloweye pop.
Ooh, he's
Ooh, barely hooked.
bloated.
Barely hooked.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
That's your first yellow-eyed rockfish, Pop.
Yep.
Boy, awesome fish.
Birdie.
Ocean fishing at its finest. Never know what you're gonna bring out. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Excellent. This guy's a little bit bloated, so we're gonna end up having to keep him. I usually don't like to keep these fish, but this guy's bloated. You can see his stomach coming up in his throat there. He's probably not gonna make it. So we'll keep him from the dinner table. They're great eating. We just try to limit ourselves on how many of these we catch and keep. All right, partner. Thank you very much.
They don't want to come up here to the light. Okay, there's color. Look at there. Okay, Dad, here's a pull. Here's a pull, Dad. There's a big one. Easy now, just go easy.
Yeah.
Okay, reel him to me a little bit, Dad. I don't want to hurt him. Got him. Oh, man. Look at that. Holy smokes. Oh, oh wow. Holy smokes. Hang on, partner. Hang on. Hang on, you big snake. Don't break no poles. Wow. That right there, folks, is a big ling. Oh, I can hardly lift that fish. On the big soft plastic, baby. Holy. Wow. Look at that. That is a beauty, guys. Threw it on a scale. Look at it, about probably 35 pounds or so. It's a big, big fish. Oh, I tell you, what a kick in the pants up here in the ocean. Catching big fish like that. That is just awesome. All right, we're gonna let this big guy go. Get a few pictures for the website, we'll let him go. All right, folks, we're gonna put that big fish back. Let him get bigger. All right, come on, you big girl. Come on, big dog. I'll let you get some breath. You're all right. You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Yes, you are. You're pumping your gills. Ready? Huh? Ready? There it goes. Right back down like a sub. I hardly can get a yeah out of that one, guys. That one whooped my butt on that light action. Whew. That's a big linger on bass fishing gear. That's what it's all about, giving that fish half a chance. Well, folks, we've had a great day today. I think we're going to call this linger the go home fish, the final fish. Did you have a good time, Dad?
You betcha.
Ocean's pretty cool,
Oh,
isn't it?
it is outstanding.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. As always, look forward to seeing you next week. And a little splash for the road home.
For a list of today's gear and techniques, log on to axfishing.com and select AX Journals.